Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Alright, so your key to the week this week, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. Your key to the week this week is the star. It's like a star. Alright, so as we get into my noughties vibe there, so the star card represents hope. It really is a hope, a bright hope for the future. But truthfully speaking, this card follows the tower, right? And so usually when this card shows up, it means that the challenge has been overcome and that you found a renewed sense of faith and trust in yourself and the universe, right? That's a nice little blurb about this card. When this card shows up, especially as the key to the week, you're about to get a glimpse into the future that says, if you continue on this path, this is what you get. For your actions and options, you've got the Ace of Swords. That could be a new contract, it could be a job interview. If you've been looking for work, if you've been focused on finding new work, finding a job, maybe even looking to create some kind of revenue stream off your own back, this bodes very well for you, and it says that whatever you're working on over the course of this week will go for the next month. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, there's a chance here for you to make a decision, to take a decisive action that literally feeds directly into your future. And that's really what you're being encouraged to do this week. There is a hard decision that you'll need to make, and potentially a contract that you will need to sign. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Hierophant card. So you could be interacting with, connecting with, or aligning with a bigger or larger institution here. This could be a local authority. It could be, the government in general, especially around things like grants, funding, loans, taxes, banking, all of that kind of stuff. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, the Hierophant is the institution, would be the higher education institution, and the star card is the future. So something about what you decide or act on, where you align with a bigger or larger institution, feeds directly into your future. So for a lot of you, this could be that you are deciding to go to school or college or university. There's some kind of learning that you're doing here that could be really very supportive for your future. Now, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is giving you an idea of what it's going to take for you to climb a corporate ladder and how that's likely to come about with the knowledge and the information and the skills that you have at this moment in time. It may even be that you decide to retrain in some regard. That could be a possibility for a lot of you actually. Now, when it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, it's like you're looking at your business and you're saying, in order for this to really grow, in order for this to succeed, in order for it to really move forward, I need not just investment of funds, but I also need to tie my, hitch my wagon to a star that is brighter than my own. That's not a bad strategy. Sometimes, especially if we're in a personal year 7, it's actually the smartest strategy. So your Hierophant card is speaking directly to all of this, right? So connecting with a bigger or larger institution is probably the way that you really get your business to amplify at this time. And this connection will start to show up for you this week, but the results, or certainly the shoots of the seeds that you plant, they don't start to really show up for at least a month yet. So just know that the progress is going to be slow. And remember, you're just getting a glimpse. It's not the full thing just yet. For those of you that are, excuse me, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, this looks like a renewed sense of faith, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of you end up taking a pilgrimage this week. Maybe you go to visit what you would consider like a sacred site in your religion. Maybe you go to visit a place that you've been told or you know to have very spiritual properties or energies. You know, there's a lot going on here in terms of like religion, spirituality, but you're approaching this in a very measured kind of way, right? It's kind of like maybe you're saying, you know what, I give it up now and I give it up to the heavens. And while I have the time, let me go and visit this place for the spiritual or the healing properties that it has. For your love and relations, you've got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is usually a water sign male, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If you are single, very likely that you're connecting with a water sign person. That could, I mean, water and fire make steam after all, so, you know, you decide how that could go. When it comes to the King of Cups, so the characteristics of this energy, they tend to, the characteristics of this energy tends to be with the, certainly with the King of Cups, it's like a still waters run deep kind of energy. Now, for those of you that are partnered or married or in a long-term commitment, this is really about speaking up or opening up about the intuitions that you're having with and from your partner. So talking to them about it, right? Like talking to them about what you feel, what you want the future to look like, how you factor that in as a unit, right? This is where I want us to go. This is what I want our future to look like. Having those conversations now, especially before a lot of this stuff takes shape over the course of the next month, might be a really good way to go, so that you understand at the base level, excuse me, that you are on the same page no matter where you go from here. And then finally, you have the Lovers for your money and materials. Quite frankly, if you want to make money this week, or you want to enhance, improve, or stabilize your resources, first things first, there's a solid decision that needs to be made about a direction that you're taking. A card of decisive action, the card that represents choice. The second thing is, going it alone is not the way forward, right? If you want to make money, if you want to stabilize your money, if you want to enhance or increase your earning potential, what's required of you is to connect, interact, partner up. And then for your physical health and vitality, your arms, your hands, your upper extremities, and also this week it might be an idea to start getting your cardio up. Whatever it takes to get that done. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, you've got the Lovers card. So for some of you, this might be where you decide to move in with somebody. Very possible. If you're already living together, this may actually be where you decide to embark on a project on, with, or around the home that both of you have an input with. If you live on your own, and there's no talks of or plans to move in with somebody, this might be that you start to make a decision about the living situation that you have and how you're going to proceed with it. All right. Also, for those of you that are waiting on information of any sort around the home, it will show up this week and it will help you make an informed decision. With that said, remember these are going behind a membership, so very soon, like as in literally within the next couple of weeks. So I don't want, you know, I want to make sure I give everybody ample time. The membership is going to be $8.99 per month, so stay tuned for that. And I also want to say, yeah, it's a pleasure always. And the other thing is there'll be other content and other types of content that come to just the members, and I'll be replacing the weeklies with other types of content on the channel. With that said, stay tuned. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up, and I'll see you soon.